got me like.
Hey yo, what is going on guys, boy Machete here, and today I'm making another Critical Ops video. Now today, I'm making a video on how to be a pro in Critical Ops, some tips and tricks and some secrets for you guys, just so you guys can know these tips that have been passed down to me, and now I'm gonna pass these tips on to you guys. So before you guys go like, whoa, why is this noob giving me tips and tricks about this game? What do you know? And you guys are right, what do I know? But honestly, I did not know about these tips, but some pro players in my clan, which is D2R, which is one of the best clans in the whole entire world for Critical Ops, not bragging, I'm just saying that, they gave me these tips. Like, I've played with their managers, they're like the coaches, which are like the brains behind the whole operation, stuff like that. So I asked them like, yo, how do you guys get so good at Critical Ops? Now a couple of them, like the pro players, like I've been in voice chat with some of them, and they've honestly gave me all these tips. Now I've compiled them and made them into a video. So these are coming from Spec Op 1 players, pro players who are competing for money in tournaments and all that good stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get in the video. Now the first tip would be, I kind of modified this rule from what they gave me. I feel like more practice makes perfect. So yeah, I call this the 3-8-30 rule. Now I'll repeat that again, the 3-8-30 rule. Now what this means is it's basically warm up in deathmatch, right? So now what I want you to do is turn off your aim assist, right? Turn it off. Get into a game and play 3 games for a full 8 minutes. If the game is already like halfway about to end, then you keep playing until it ends and then refresh it, and then like that's basically the game that counts to the 3-8-30 rule. So just play for the full 8 minutes, and don't just sit there if it's like halfway done. Don't just sit there and wait for it to end. Act like it's a competitive game and get 30 kills in each game. Therefore, the 3 games, 8, which is 8 minutes, and 30 kills without aim assist, right? Now what this does is it warms you up, it gets your aim going, it gets that blood pumping, and it gives you that authentic Critical Ops feeling that you can just know that you'll go into the game prepared, so you don't like get caught with your pants down. So you just gotta be prepared, be sure, and all that good stuff, and you just gotta be ready. Alright, so what no aim assist does is it helps you practice your aim, helps you practice your spray patterns. That is a huge thing for me, and it just makes it so that you land your crosshair on the player instead of letting the aim assist do all the work, because like it's just stupid, because you should improve your raw aim instead of letting something that like some online thing control your aim for you. So that's just my way of seeing it. So yeah, that is the first thing on how to be a pro at Critical Ops, some tips and tricks. Now the second thing is that to treat deathmatch and defuse like it's competitive. So what this means is if you're a T in deathmatch, or like even a CT, you can go into a site and try to hold that site. So you basically hold angles. Like an example would be the really common B site on Bureau. You can be a T or a CT in deathmatch, or even or like defuse. Recommended that's deathmatch though, and you can just hold angles where you think players will come out of, and that will help you hold angles much better. Maybe even help you find new angles. Like if you don't use headshot very often, it can help you get better at headshot, or maybe in vent hall or stuff like that. So it helps you practice with that, and it's very nice because it helps you improve your skills on being what the game gives you, which is a CT or a T. You can hold sites much better, you can take sites much better, and if an enemy is doing the same thing that you're doing, you can try to find new tactics to get him out of there, fish him out, and stuff like that. So it definitely works very well, and yeah, I would definitely recommend treating deathmatch and defuse like it's competitive. Don't sleep on those, they're there for a reason. Just use what's been given to you, use those resources, and be a pro player, guys. Now the next thing I wanted to say, and I know a lot of people say this, but you'd be surprised how many people actually take this into consideration. It would be, don't just use one gun. Now I see so many people, and hell, I do it myself. I just go into deathmatch and I just use the AK. Now almost everybody does this, the AK and the sniper, the only 2 guns you'll ever see, and then occasionally a pistol when they run out of ammo and get caught with their pants down. So what I want you to do is not just use one gun. I want you to switch it up and use more guns. Now a great thing for this would be gun game. Now a gun game lets you you practice with all the guns in the game, almost all of them. Of course, there are a few exceptions. Like I haven't seen the P250 in it. I haven't seen I don't even know. I don't really play that much gun game, but some guns are excluded from gun game. But the ones that are, they will honestly help you get better at the game and make you have a feel for those guns more, learn how they work, learn their spray patterns, and just get a feel for the gun. And that helps so much because you want to know each and every gun, because in competitive and when you're trying to grind to be the best, like Spec Ops #1, you can't buy an AK every round or a sniper every round. You have to practice with new guns such as the shotgun, such as the MP5, such as the GSR on eco rounds. You need to practice with different kinds of guns. So even the SA58, which a lot of people sleep on because it is a burst fire weapon, what I want you to do is go in a deathmatch or defuse, practice with these guns, get a feel for them, learn how they work, and then use them in competitive, and then you'll have an edge on everybody because they weren't prepared for eco rounds because they didn't practice like you. They didn't watch this video. Guys, this is literally a secret right here. I'm giving you guys this advice. I'm passing it on to you guys. I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm not selfish. I'm just gonna pass his advice on to you guys. So the next thing, well, that basic tip was don't just use one gun. Practice with other guns because of course you can't buy an AK and you can't buy an RU ratio every single round in competitive. Have a feel for other guns. Learn eco rounds. Use those pistols and those guns that are more economically friendly and deathmatch and defuse, and get a feel for them and use it in competitive, and you will have the edge on everybody and you will learn how to use economy much better. Now the next thing the next thing would be having a winner's mentality. Now never say to yourself, oh god, we lost. Never say that, alright? I want you to say, oh, we got this in the bag, guys, let's keep trying. Because the winner's mentality, it's like a psychological thing, alright? I know I should be putting math and like psychology into this, but you know what, it's going down, alright? So some professors told me a while back, and it's actually a true story. I told them, oh my god, like we had a math test and I wasn't ready, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail this. And he told me, he's like, oh, never say that. It's a psychological thing. If you say that you're gonna fail something or you're gonna do bad on something, you eventually or most likely will do bad on it. So you always have to have a good mentality and say to yourself, I can do this, I have this in the bag, and you will have it in the bag. So you have to have that mentality of a winner. Do you think Joker or anybody from Gangstar or Imperial, or it's Imperial and Bandit, or D2R or Elevate goes into a match and like, oh, we lost, yeah, let's just give up? Nobody does that. They have that winner's mentality, and that's what makes them win. So always have that mentality that you're gonna win, and even if you are losing a ton of rounds, don't give up and keep trying. Having that winner's mentality is what leads to comebacks. So yeah, don't throw any rounds, for crying out loud. Do not throw any rounds. Just keep trying and keep practicing. Now that leads us into the last point, alright? This is the biggest point in the whole game, applies to every single game they want to get good at, and that is practice, right? There is a reason why the term practice makes perfect is used worldwide. Everybody says that term, and that's because it is true. Literally, that is the most true term, or that is the most true statement when it comes to video games. Practice makes perfect. Do you think like a pro player touched the game and just instantly became a god at it? No, he did not. It took him months and months, if not years of practice to be as good as they are right now, where they are right now. And it's just, you always have to play. You can't have like off weeks or off months. You can have maybe an off day, but like that would be the top you know, thing that you could have. And honestly, consistency and practice is what makes a pro player. You don't see, like, I've used this example so many times, but the people you look up to for like tips and tricks, or those pro players that you watch in tournaments, I don't know if you guys do that, but if you guys do you think they just take months off and play that good in tournaments? No, of course not. They do so good because they practice every single day. They go together, they practice and then they just obliterate. So you always have to do that. Pros practice every single day, and look how good they are. So if you want to do the same and improve, you literally have to practice every day and just play for a good amount. And like I said above, you can do that 3-8-30 method and then go into ranked and play a couple games for a couple hours. And you guys can do all that good stuff, and you will be a pro at Critical Ops. Now, like I said in the beginning, I am not a pro, but I have, you know, hung out with a couple pros. They have passed on these tips to me, and I would just pass them on to you guys because I care about you guys and I want you guys to be better at the game. So to recap, for all of you guys who totally forgot what I said, here's a recap, alright? So remember to warm up with deathmatch, 3-8-30 rule. play 3 games for a full 8 minutes and get 30 kills for each game. And remember, turn off your aim assist. Remember that one. So remember, the second thing is treat it like it's competitive. Deathmatch and defuse, treat that like it's competitive. Act like you would when you're playing a competitive game. Hold angles, guard bombs, all that good stuff. Even if there's not a bomb there, hold sights and hold angles, and you'll get much better. Now, the third thing would be don't just use one gun. Switch it up. Get a feel for other guns, because like I said before, you can't buy an AK every round. You can't buy a U ratio every round. That's just how the game works. So practice for other guns, get a feel for them, and just be good at every single gun, and you will be very good at the game, and you will learn how to manage economy. Now the fourth thing, or yeah, is this the fourth thing? Yeah, I think it is. Have a winner's mentality. Remember, winners, they don't give up, and they always have that mentality. They don't go into games going like, oh, we lost, let's just give up. They have that winner's mentality, and that's what leads them to win. So last thing would just be keep practicing, because practice makes perfect. And if you guys want to be as good as a pro player, or if you guys want to improve, you got to be consistent, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the effort, and you will be a very good player in Critical Ops. Now, that was a video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys did learn some stuff from this video that you can take home with you. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, do not be afraid to smash that like button. I want to get maybe 50 likes. That would be a good amount. And yeah, that was a video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, this is Blunt Machete, and I'm signing out. All right, peace out, everybody.